think it won't let us jump off the roof, so I think we're okay with that. But if it lets me go over here, yeah, okay. Herb 4. Okay. So where do all these herbs go? Where are they supposed to go anyway? I don't know, where was the... Was there a place that wanted plants? Oop. What place wanted plants? Guess what I did? Actually, voice mod messed up, and so this is future Taco talking to past Taco, because voice mod did not record my voice at all. So here we are anyway, future Taco, and I was looking at the dead bodies as you do in horror games, and it was like, hey, use the gas can. And I was like, why would I use the gas can? Oh wait, matches, and then they all fire. And then apparently there's a key under all the bodies. Because of course there is. Why would there be anything else? There wouldn't be. That's the thing. Now there's a man, and that man has the wibbles. Look at those wibbles. It's a pretty bad case of the wibbles there. And then he gives us the wibbles. We're like, oh, these are bad wibbles, and then we walk off because we got the wibbles and fall off into the abyss. And no, we're just fine. It was just a hallucination. We hallucinated that we fell off the nothing. And at first I questioned, like, okay, did I actually, like, did it just reset me here, or did I get the stuff and then I just assumed that I had the stuff because I didn't feel like going back up to the roof? Because of course, that's what you do. And now I need to find the C door because we got the C key for the hospital here. There we go, that's C. Cordova key. I'm like, that's a block, that's not a key, and then, well, no, wait, it actually is a key. It's a key as in, like, it's a translating thing. And then I was like, wait a minute. I think that was near the clock that's outside. Guess what? It was the clock outside. So that weird looking key, and then this is that symbolism that we saw near the death clock beforehand. I think I figured out that it said 11:45 to go to hell, I think. I think that's what it ended up being. So we just gotta change this to 11:45. Which I sort of recall was being iffy beforehand because I just couldn't tell which hand I currently had selected until I moved it. Anyway, that's 45. And there's gonna be the 11. There you go. Welcome to hell. It's a goopy, bloody key. And then I'm trying to figure out here, where would hell be? And I remember there's a locked door over here. I didn't think we'd ever open it because it just said that the door was locked. It didn't say that they needed a key. And sometimes when it says, you know, oh, locked door, that you don't ever open the door, so you don't need to worry about it. But I called a weird lady. And it was just a busy signal, or I think that's a busy signal, or a non-connecting symbol. I don't know. It's been a while. Ooh, look, a shiny penny. So this is hell. It's actually a little bit nicer than the being part of Cordova. There's a broken bicycle, but it's not as broken as the other one was, and I see shiny in the distance over here. I'm just trying to see if there's stuff that I miss in the distance. Grim Graveyard. What else would you name a graveyard? Headstone is... This one is Robert. Kurt. I don't know if any of these dates are going to be relevant later. At the time of this, a future taco being recorded and talking on here, I don't know if any of those are important. But we've picked up another herb. I think we do have 4 now. Someone, and then there's nothing. Just a bunch of scribbles were buried there. Poor scribbles. They were never known to anyone. And here's a mysterious basketball court. I'm like, so what do we do here? Where is this? What do we do about this? Because, like, why would this be in the game if it wasn't, you know, important?
Someone there?
He's a German Shepherd doggy.
Dog? All the way out here?
His jaw looks like it's broken open. And then he, or she, T-poses away. I should say again, this is a free game. So I can't complain about very much. It's been a lot of fun so far. The puzzles are spooky. Like, there's a good amount of spooky atmosphere, but I would like it to be a little bit more, I don't know, some industrial, a little bit creepier it could be, I think. But, like, it's a free game, you know. Just look it up on Steam and it's there. And here's a football field, where in America would be a soccer field. And again, it's like, why is this here? Why is this here? Like, I don't know why I was questioning myself. Why is this here? What is this here for? But, you know, go over here and, the gate is held shut by a blurry lock. The lock itself is blurry. Why is it blurry? Maybe we're farsighted. I don't know. But the lock is blurry, so we can't even see it to try and unlock it. So, we got the sewer key, I believe, so I'm like, okay. I'm trying to remember some sewer entrances that I knew of, and I'm like, oh, hey, here we go. And then there's immediately 2 keys right there, and I'm like, oh, I can just go and get those, but let me get the shiny thing first, and it's a flashlight. It's an important flashlight. You can barely tell that it's on. But Michael doesn't seem to like to jump into the gooky water, which is silly, but understandable, but also silly. Like, we don't have smelovision in video games yet, so you can't really smell anything. or anything like that. Ugh. Oh yes, the creepy chains hanging from the ceiling. Very common. North, south, west, east, that's the way the demon feasts. This is an important clue for puzzles later, which, you know, be like, oh yeah, this looks important. But you don't take it with you, and I'm a little bit confused by that, but whatever. It's easy enough to remember that. It's like, okay, fine. And then you go on the snaky tube, and see, you're walking in like goopy water right here. It's a little bit of sludge there. And he doesn't seem to mind that, but he mind walking in like slightly deeper water. So I see the yellow button there. I don't push it because I think the yellow button has something to do with the puzzle. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. I end up pushing it anyway, so. I'm like, maybe I'll push button and then I do lever. Maybe I do that first. So I push button. I push button. And then button turned red. So I'm like, oh, okay. Pull lever. And I look up and oh! It created a path. The yellow button is important. I'm guessing that was put like that so that way we could possibly go over it and miss it. Because, you know, of course we would. I need a key to run the generator. I thought that was a coffin. I'm like, no, it's lockers. And now we have a sewer management key. Oh, and another hidden button inside of a locker. I was just trying to open those and it didn't let me, so. Tried to see if the new key would work on that, but it didn't. You notice there's some like weird gas flowing out of those little tubes down the side of the wall there. I was like, yeah, just breathe it in. Breathe in the chemicals. You know, the radioactive song. Imagine Dragon style. We got a key. We can't get those keys because of reasons. The reasons are probably important reasons, I just don't know what. And I decide to take the right path all the time because it helps me keep clear in my head where I am. The creepy chains hanging from walls. I need a key. Oh, I already got the key. That's great. There's a hole in the wall. I feel like something is watching you from the darkness. And then I dance. I dance for their amusement and joy. Because that's what you do. You dance. And I thought I could grab that. I can't. It looks like it's something I can grab, but I can't. You always check the garbage. Nothing in the garbage. And then I read this, but essentially this is the sewer management guy. He is attempting to get the generator key, which is essentially locked in the safe next to me. But he doesn't know the code for it. And so the person who had the code for it died. So he's looking for the code. And key is in the safe in the park management room and is unknown. Last overseer died. So they're either going to have someone from construction tear open the safe or something like that. And then he locked himself inside the park management room, which is the room we're in now. Tried over and over again, but the steel door won't open. Once Samantha sees that I haven't come back from the sewers, they will come looking for me. He tells himself. Of course. Because that's what you have to tell yourself. The door is locked, but it's, I can't get out. It's been several hours, and it's getting very spooky down here. I was able to watch TV for a while, but the channels are all static. And then, At about 3 a.m., there's a woman screaming at the top of her lungs outside the room, and he's trying to talk to her, and she's just screaming up even more. First he thought it was a joke from the other employees, but it's not funny anymore, and then there's grunting coming from the wall, and there's nothing. And that's probably his body, and there's syringes poking out of it. I don't know why. Unexplainable circumstances. And here's that keypad. I'm trying to figure out how I can push buttons on it, and then how to leave it, because it's, I don't really know, but I leave. And then I thought that stuff might be important. It's not. Spoilers? Not really spoilers, but spoilers? And here's the room that is loud. And I'm like, oh, that goes straight into the sewer water. Yeah, I want to go in there. And then I don't, because you don't want to go in there. But I try anyway, because that might be progress. It's not progress, though. And there's this, in which we are still walking in slush, but And so you remember that puzzle from before, where it was north, south, west, east? Yeah, this is where it comes into play. So, I'm like, oh, so that's the code for the safe, right? It'd be so simple. It's just that. That's just the code. 5155. Wow, it's so simple. Maybe. And then there's a lever. And the window's gone. No, it's not gone. It just moved. And now the numbers are red. 51511. And what happens if I do this again? Oh, the walls move. And then here's another number. And I'm like, well, maybe the combination is just one of these, like it's a 4-digit number or something like that. And I'm like, oh, it's probably just a 4-digit number, and I just have to pick which one of these is the right one. And since they're all combinations of 1s and 5s, I can probably brute force it, so I'll probably be fine. I say incorrectly. Because of course I do. So cutting out all the parts where I was wrong about everything, the actual combination is this mess of 5s and 1s. Because the symbol on the those 4 codes that they gave you, it's more of a matter of putting them in the right order. And you can tell that one of them is the right order because the one that's red is apparently north. So that one goes first, and then the opposite one, and then the west, and then the east, and you put them all together, and the demon feasts, I guess. So I'm like, oh, that's fun, that's great. And then I explore up here because I haven't been here before. Door lock, need key. Door lock, need key. So I'm like, oh, that's weird. And then I remember, wait, I just got a key from the safe, and that was the generator key. So I need to go to the generator. That's what I did all that work for, not just to get into the safe, but to get the actual generator working. And there's a weird thing where sometimes little bumps like that cause your character to just stop dead and stop moving. Which is a weird issue, but it's a free game, and that's probably something that's a little bit difficult to fix. And turn on the generator. Now we got power. Check over here, because I wasn't sure if maybe that grate would open, but no, it doesn't open. It doesn't do anything. We walk past the poison gas again, because, you know, it's customary to always walk past the poison gas when you're in the sewers. It's part of horror game customs. Otherwise, the horror game TSA will come and get you. You gotta be sufficiently poison gassed. God, my commentary when I'm not playing is really stupid. Now look at the floor there. It's so disgusting. It's so gross, and yet you wouldn't walk in like slightly deeper water. You just wouldn't do it. Mike was like, "Oh, that's too gross. I can't walk there." And now he's fine walking there. And I'm like, "Okay, so what's here? What's down here that's so important?" Table, apparently. Someone just tossed a table into the sewers, and someone else tossed a chair, someone else tossed a few bricks. It's apparently very normal things for people to do. There. That was the entire point of getting to the generator. The yellow button there. I look around anyway, because, like, maybe there's something else down here and I don't want to miss it. Because that is entirely possible, but... Nope. Just nope. Go home, Michael. Go home. Leave this place. It's stinky. Stinky, go home. So we push that button, which is important. And do we get in here? Or is this? No, still no. But we got all these. And it needs 4 lights, and I'm like, but I got all of them. I got all of those. I hit them all. Do I have to? Oh, now it's open. It just didn't want to open at first because it needed to tell me about that. And then we're right here, which is literally just like a few feet away from where the other one was. But it was just important that we have that issue. Because it's necessary for reasons. Look at that, there's a shiny paper and or something in there. I contemplate whether or not I want to walk across those, and I'm like, I want to see what the door is over here first. And it's some sort of joke about a hole. Because there was a hole here, but now it's gone. But in this case, there will be a hole there. But you gotta freeze over hell first. Bring in a lot of AC units, and then like some dry ice, dip it in the lava. I don't know, it'll probably explode. But it'll still be fun. So we're all the way to the other side of this, which we could have just walked to. And we got those things, and I'm trying. Can't do it. And now we're in here. And we need a save, our first save point for the sewers. And we're gonna call Mom. 'Cause it's important to call your moms when you're investigating horror game sewers.
I've had a terrible cough the last few days. I have an appointment for Monday.
Okay, good.
Didn't we just talk? What made you call?
I don't know, just wanted to see how you were doing.
Oh, I'm okay, dear. I'm about to head to bed. Let's talk tomorrow.
Okay, night, Mom. Love you.
Love you too, dear.
And then I'm guessing that she probably dies from the cough.